Life is short. If you're lucky, you get around 80 years. Now let's deduct the first 20 years, where you're lost in your little bubble, and another 10 years, where you're just figuring out how to survive outside that bubble. So let's say you're 30. That means you have around 50 years left, which might seem like a lot, but that's only another 50 summers. Only another 50 times you get to play Monopoly on Christmas Day. Now speaking of Christmas, as you get older, you'll start seeing your parents and family a lot less. Maybe just once or twice a year during the festive break. So in reality, you might only see them another 10 to 20 times. And even then, you'll probably be on your phone rather than being fully in the moment. Because the problem is, we act like we're going to live forever. We waste most of our time chasing the wrong things, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, rather than actually living in the moment. So if time is our most valuable resource, how do we spend it more wisely? Here are 3 things that will change the way you think about time. Picture yourself on your deathbed, taking your last breath. In that moment, will you think, I wish I worked extra hard in my career and had the word senior or chief in my job title? I highly doubt it. Instead, you'll probably think, I wish I spent more time with my family and friends. But by then, it'll be too late. The only people who will remember your long hours at work, your family, not your boss, not your coworkers. In fact, by then they probably won't even remember your name. So learn to prioritize your time. Don't waste it on things that won't matter at the end of your life. Being busy doesn't mean you're being productive. Who do you really spend your time with? According to our world and data, as kids we spend most of our time with family. Then as teenagers we start spending more time with friends. Fast forward to adulthood, we spend most of our time with our partner, maybe with kids of our own. Around the same time, we spend a huge chunk of our life with coworkers. But as we age, our social circle starts to shrink. Maybe our kids have moved out. Maybe our partner is no longer around. And suddenly we spend most of our time alone. If that's not how you want your life to play out, then start investing in relationships that bring you the most joy, because those you love won't be around forever. Money is just a tool. Spending your entire life chasing money, just so you can buy a slightly bigger box to live in, that's probably the easiest way to waste your life. But if you use money wisely, it can be your best leverage against time. For example, if something takes you 10 hours to complete, but someone else can do it in half the time, and they're better at it, then outsourcing it might be a smart investment, especially if your 10 hours are worth more than the cost of the service, either in monetary terms or in terms of peace of mind. Because let's be real, would you rather stress over doing a job yourself, or pay an expert and sleep peacefully, knowing your house won't blow up at night? Similarly, when you start viewing time as a currency, you'll think twice before spending $50,000 on a flashy car, because in reality, you're not paying $50,000. You're giving away 1 to 3 years of your life just to pay for a fancy logo. So maybe that old saying, time is money, wasn't so wrong after all. In short, your time here is limited. You can either waste it chasing the wrong things or invest it in things that actually make life meaningful. Because ultimately, if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. So choose wisely.